Here we go. Here we go. Here we Nah, man, but no, that was crazy because when I was out there, you know what I mean, I was, staying in the car, me and my girl and my little kid at the time, you know what I mean, because everybody was on their little level and everybody was being selfish with, what they was doing in life, but they forgot about the creator. You know what I mean? Sometimes the creator always get the short end of the stick, and it's like, well, the creator is everything, but you all working through me. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. Every word you say, every letter you say, everything that you say is all flowing through GLJ. Everything that you say and everything is flowing through GLJ, because if you didn't have the letters, then you couldn't do anything, or you couldn't even say anything, or you couldn't even make up a word, or you couldn't even create a word. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nah, because you telling me about the dictionary and all of this type of stuff with the die side tie ion air y. You telling me about this, but that's spelled wrong. You know what I mean? So if that's spelled wrong, then what's that letting you know? That's why I always told people to come speak to me. Come speak to GLJ. Come speak to GLJJ. That's what I asked. I asked that from the beginning, when the word and everything came out from, the darkest, a dark spot at the time in the universe. You know what I mean? When people get the running around the planet and all that type of stuff and doing this and putting pictures up in my churches and all of this type of stuff and changing the whole thing from, this to that to this to that, and separating what I already was putting together inside. It was already in my mind. I just needed you to flow and relay the right message. That's all. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I was just wanted you to flow and relay the right message, not, get it twisted. That's why I wasn't trying to do too much with y'all. You know what I mean? But it seemed that people just, doing their own thing. You know what I mean? So like I said, like when I was in what they call Calabasas, right? They call it Calabasas, right? So, I'm chopping it up with everybody, and at the same time, people done, got me all into the comedy thing, you know what I mean? Even though you spell that wrong too. Comedy is not comedy. Comedy would be KOMMODE. You know what I mean? Like if you really want to spell it, you know what I mean? You got to sound out the word. You got all these people with these titles. I'm this, I'm the teacher, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. Come on, man, let's keep it real on a real level. I done watched over everything. So it's like, come on now, you going to tell me that you're teaching something when all the words are wrong? You know what I mean? Like everything is hands-on. You know what I mean? Like hands-on. People want to see it. You know what I mean? That's how people learn. They learn from seeing it. You understand what I'm saying? Seeing it and being by it to actually see it and watch how it grows and how it does everything. You know what I mean? You don't really have to put it in books no more that you guys call books. You know what I mean? You guys call them books. I mean, but you spell it Bo. B-O is what? Right. If B-O is bow, right? If B-O is bow, then how did you get B-O-O-K as book? How did you flip the flow? You understand what I'm saying? How did you flip the flow? The flow was B-O, so if the flow was B-O and it's bow, then how did you go from bow to book? Right. That's what I'm saying. See, people just doing what they want to do just to say, ooh, no, it's not like that. It's not like that in a real way. And I could keep going with these words. You feel me? Like I could keep going with these words. I could keep going with words, what you spell W-O-R-D-S. I could keep going with this. That's not words. Words would be Y-U-R-D-S. Sound it out. W. So you saying Y, you're not saying W. You could play with W, but at the same time, Are we playing, or are we trying to really truly get it right at the end of the day, or at the end of the night, or when the sun rises, however you want to put it? I mean, I'm not going to, believe me, I'm not going to repeat this over and how it all got started and how, man, I'm not going to do it again. Because if I do it again, we all finna get the flying in the air. You thought it was planes flying in the air. Oh, we all about to fly in the air. And everybody better know how to fly. You thought the birds had to know how to fly. The humans better know how to fly after I get through. Right. So I'm out there. So I plan this thing. I plan this I mean, I can't even put the whole word in my head, Calabasas. So I'm planning this thing with with a building, a nice little building out there, at the same time, because I knew my people, they out there, they doing comedy and they doing everything that they do out there and everything. So I'm trying to bring them to a different environment, to be around different folks and do what they do. But at the same time, so I'm getting everything settled, and I'm more of a handshake type of guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just handshake, in human form. Let's get that right. In human form, I'm more of a handshake type of guy. So, I'm just like, hey, boom, boom, boom. All right, boom, we're going to get this started. Boom, 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 and, get it all started. So everything was good. You know what I mean? So now I'm getting everything set up because I got friends, that, be with the little radio and, the big radio. Let me not call it little because they're going to be like, oh, don't downplay what I do. Don't downplay what I do. Nah, but they be with the radio and they be doing their thing, you know what I mean? They be getting the word out there and everything, and so I put it all together, you know what I mean, and hooked it up with my boy Mike, and I had a nice little promo for everybody, you know what I mean, to everybody to come out there and enjoy themselves and come out the homes for a minute. That's why I put GL to the J, you know what I mean, because on the flip side of that, that's GL Toe Day J, which is a toe day for girls and guys, you know what I mean, so they could come out their home and get their nails done and go do something, instead of just sitting in the home all day, you know what I mean, all day, and contemplating and coming up with all kind of crazy things in their head and all of that type of stuff. I just want them to come out, have a toe day show, just have, what I mean, so it was a different message that people really truly didn't catch, what I mean, unless I spoke it to them so they would know. You know what I mean? So the whole thing, that's why you can't always just read things. You got to always ask the person that actually wrote it, like, what did they actually mean by that? Or, what was going on in their head when they was doing that and all that type of stuff. So you can, it's always great to see everything visually, you know what I mean? So